Rashesh C Gogri, the VC and MD of the company, who joins in on the line. Hi, sir. Thanks very much for taking the time out. So just go through the details with us. Is it just you which is in this particular project? And is there a guarantee that FY20 onwards we're going to see some amount of revenues accrue to the P&L?
Yeah, it is a long-term contract that we have signed with our customer.
Okay, can you tell us, give us more color in terms of the details of this particular contract? We understand you start in FY20. Is there a potential that you might have any sort of contract win even before that from the same company?
No, it's a greenfield project that we will be putting, and it will be a 400 crore capex. And the project is going to commence the production in FY20 onwards.
And FY20 is when you will get the first leg of the revenues coming in.
Yes.
How do you expect the revenues to flow through? Is it going to be evenly distributed, so 4,000 crores divided by 10 years? Is it going to be more lumpy? So, I mean, what should we expect in FY20?
Yeah, it should be an even. For first year would be a little bit startup, but thereafter it will be even.
Okay, and you know, the supply and the kind of product that you are supplying, what does this mean for your margins? Is it a high value added, high margin product?
Yeah, it is a value added product, and it will improve our operating margin overall.
By how much?
This particular project will have approximately 40% operating margin, and currently we are at 20 to 23% operating margin.
Oh, that's a significant boost then. So very quickly, I mean, of course, the good news starts flowing in FY20 onwards. Can you give us a quick outlook for the current year, FY18 as well?
Yeah, FY18 we have maintained 10 to 12% growth in terms of net profit level. Yeah.
Okay. Sir, this capex of 400 crores, will you be executing this entire capex?
Yeah, we will be executing this capex over 3 years.
Okay. And
current year and next 2 years.
And where exactly are you getting the money for it?
Yeah, it will be a mix of internal accruals and debt
and
that we will use.
Okay. And what is your debt level right now? And how much would you probably need?
Yeah, currently our debt equity ratio is 1.17, and we have enough cash flow, so it will take care of it. And we will be able to maintain within the debt equity ratio of 1:1.1,
okay.
1.2.
This particular project that you're eventually going to execute in FY20, is it a consortium of companies or is it just you?
No, this will be executed for this product that we have signed the deal. It will be us only who will be delivering the product to the... It is an agrochemical intermediate.
And do you have the potential of getting more such contracts from the same company or from different companies in the US? Is it a new space you've entered?
We always, project ourselves as a global partner of choice. So that's what we are pitching to all our customers.
So just to quickly go back to FY18, Mr. Gogri, you gave us a net profit margin. Can you give us some visibility on the top line growth that you're expecting this year?
Yeah, top line growth actually depends on the raw material pricing and how the crude oil price, and so we generally don't give a guidance on top line. But volume growth, 10% plus volume growth, we have given the guidance in our last con call.
Okay. Agrochemicals is how much of your sales right now as compared to pharma intermediates?
Yeah, agrochemicals is around 25% of our sales, 22 to 25% of our sales currently.
Okay. So with this particular project, are you trying to change your revenue profile as well?
It depends on how in next 2 years we are able to grow other segments, but definitely I think slightly, agrochemical segment will grow.
By how much?
5 percentage points overall.
So just to talk numbers, I'm looking at the presentation that you put out at the end of FY17, sir. Specialty chemicals as a division was around 2,570 crores in terms of total revenue, specialty chemicals, out of which agrochemicals is one part. So now with this deal coming in, I mean, agrochemicals is pretty much going to become one of your biggest segments, would it not?
Yes, yes. Agrochemical will be one of our biggest segments.
And you're saying that with that happening, your operating margins are actually going to double from the 20-odd%, 22-odd% where they're now to going into 40%.
No, only for this deal we will have this kind of margin, but overall other margins at current level, we have given the guidance on that also, that it will be at 22 to 25%.
Okay. All right, Mr. Gogri, thanks very much for that. Maybe we'll touch base with you later on as well to get more in-depth conversation with much more information, or when you have more color about what future projects also look like. Thanks very much for joining, though. That stock is off the day's high, up 7.5 odd